Hi everyone, my name is Christina Kahala and I will be talking about hypertension in the community today. So what is hypertension? Also known as high blood pressure and the silent killer, disease in which the force of blood is high and the tissue that makes up the walls of the arteries gets stretched and damaged occurs. Often does not show symptoms or signs, however, if it does reach a level of 180 over 110, you do need emergency treatment and help. Background and significance. This information is being presented so that adults can be aware about hypertension and its importance. Blood pressure screenings were conducted at a local business. Some statistics regarding hypertension include that in the United States, about 77.9 million, one third of adults have high blood pressure. 81.5% are aware that they have it. 74.9% are under current treatment. 52.5% have it controlled, and 47.5% do not have it controlled. Also, another interesting fact is that a higher percentage of men have hypertension until age 45, but after age 45, the percentage of men and women are similar. Also, by 2013, the prevalence of hypertension will increase by 7.2%. So Healthy People 2020 objective that is related to high blood pressure is to improve the cardiovascular health and quality of life through prevention, detection and treatment of risk factors for heart attack and stroke, early identification and treatment of heart attacks and stroke, and prevention of repeat cardiovascular events. The objective HDS/5 is to reduce the proportion of persons in the population with hypertension. And over here is a little picture of, on the corner of a normal artery compared to a hypertensive artery. Needs assessment. Population-specific needs include lack of regular blood pressure screenings and lack of knowledge. Condition-specific needs were identified to the lack of medical compliance related to hypertension. The needs were determined based on incapabilities of the individuals to describe what blood pressure was. The resources that were used included open and closed-ended questions during interview. The theoretical framework model that I used was Orem's self-care deficit theory. This includes that people should be self-reliant, responsible for their care, as well as family members who need it. People are distinct individuals. Nursing is a form of action and interaction between two or more people. Successfully meeting universal and development self-care requisites is an important component of primary prevention and ill health. A person's knowledge of potential health problems is needed for promoting self-care behaviors. Self-care and dependent care are behaviors learned within a socio-cultural context. This theory was chosen because it was noted that the majority of the community had health deficits regarding blood pressure. Issues, education and practice. Barriers include participation and work interruptions. Assets include the location. Specific behaviors that must be acquired include compliance to routine blood pressure screening. This can help reduce the risk of hypertension complications. A person should have the motivation and education to be able to behave in a new way. Needs assessment of population include that they need the proper resources such as blood pressure monitor, but it can be costly, but they are available in the community. Nurses and the community members can work together to affect this change. Intervention. Blood pressure will be assessed for the 25 members in the community and educated about hypertension. This meets the Healthy People 2020 objectives because it could help lower the proportion of persons with hypertension if they are informed and educated about their blood pressure. Education techniques that will be most relevant include teach-back method. Participants were taught about side effects, treatments, medications, and when to follow up using one-to-one discussion. Budget and logistics. Minimal budget is needed. Existing budget will support the project. Training necessary includes those who are informed and educated about hypertension. The organization is willing to bear minimal cost. Project evaluation, design, and outcome measurements. Goal and objectives for this project included to assess the participants' blood pressures and educate them about hypertension. 25 of the participants were needed to meet the goal. Success was measured by meeting the 25 participant goal, and failure was measured by not. Short-term evaluation would be measured by teach-back method to see how much information the participant learned and gained. Long-term participation would be by reducing the proportion of those with hypertension, which is stated by Healthy People 2020 goal. So results and conclusions. The weaknesses identified in this project were that the participants did not know what hypertension was and what the terms meant. Problems encountered were the malfunction in a blood pressure machine one time. So if changes were needed, it would be to obtain maybe more blood pressure machines. And here on the corner is the list of my references. Thank you very much for listening to my project.